go. Let me count it down. It is lights out and away we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the HOS F1 podcast. I am your host, Adrian Huff, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, RJ McCullough. What's up, RJ? We're here for your home GP. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. It's a little bittersweet because I was going to it last year, but not being there. But it's still exciting. At least I'll be able to actually watch all the sessions and kind of soak it all in. It's always cool when you've been somewhere, be able to see. But I've just been...
Get a better look.
Yeah, I've just been just grinding the hours away on F1 23. Because it came out a couple of days ago at midnight, and I've just been putting the hours in so that when we do our season, you're in trouble, buddy.
Oh gosh, I'm sure. Yeah, you get that extra time. You get that Champions Edition. So I don't get it till tomorrow night because it's June 14th when we're recording. So I think I get it tomorrow, Friday or Thursday night, midnight.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, Monday night at midnight. I think I got it. It's Wednesday now, so I've been putting the hours in. It's a lot of fun. We'll talk about that a little more near the end of the episode, but. Anything interesting been going on in your life?
Oh gosh, just doing the regular grind, working, been doing a lot more like personal photography stuff, which is cool, but sadly nothing racing related, nothing really sports related.
Yeah. No, I mean,
what about
really.
you?
I mean, other than playing the game, I applied for the IndyCar for Toronto Indy, the credentials, so we'll see if we get those. Hopefully you can come down for that. That would be amazing. Or up for that, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, other than that, nothing really much going on. Been really mainly focused on Bogey. For new listeners, I have a dog named Bogey, but she had a hematoma. So basically like the top flap of her ear had like a blood bubble. So I had to have surgery to get that removed. And your girlfriend is a vet tech, I believe you said. So we've been kind of talking about that a lot over text. But yeah, she's getting better. A little better every day.
Sweet girl. Yeah, you're going to have to put a picture of her in the episode for everybody to see. She is so sweet.
Yeah, she's a good girl. So, other than that, on the weekend, couldn't really watch, unfortunately, couldn't watch it live. I don't think there was anywhere free that you could watch Le Mans. So I watched a documentary about it the week before, so I was excited to really watch it for the first time. There's a lot of names in there that we knew. But one of the former F1 guys, Antonio Giovinazzi, he won with the Ferrari team. What are the other two drivers' names? I didn't recognize the other drivers, but James Calado and Alessandro Pierre Guidi. Very Italian name there. It was the first time Ferraris won at Le Mans in over 50 years. It's about the same amount of time they have since they've won in F1.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It was just waiting for them to mess up, but it was actually Toyota that kind of messed up near the end, so... Yeah, that was kind of the main excitement, but I had to follow it through Twitter.
Wow.
Because I couldn't, at least here in Canada, there wasn't really any streams of it.
Yeah, no. That's very cool, though. Props to Italian Jesus. It's good to see. I mean, Le Mans is, it's one of the, everybody knows Le Mans. That's very cool. It's hard to believe that it's been that long for Ferrari since they've been able to get a win for Le Mans. So, and it's also, I saw a post that Le Mans the only racing circuit where you find out you won after you wake up. Because I'm pretty sure Antonio woke up from sleeping and then they were like, we won.
That's they kept
wild.
showing, like on Twitter, I kept seeing pictures of like mechanics or engineer guys just taking naps in the paddock or the garage or whatever, which you normally would be frowned upon, but it's literally a 24-hour race, so they got to sleep at some point. It's cool. The track that they use is really cool. I forget what it's called. I mentioned it in that one video. But it's cool. It has like a mixture of pretty much every type of track all in one. So pretty cool stuff. Maybe we'll be able to watch it one of these years. But all in all, that was that. There's another. I just read this like 15 minutes ago. An interesting Worlds Collide. Netflix is having their own kind of expanded universe type thing. So they have obviously Drive to Survive, and they have this year they had that Full Swing golf show. and they're kind of combining them. Netflix is doing according to Wall Street Journal, Netflix is about to announce their first ever live sports broadcast. It's going to be a celebrity golf tournament played in Las Vegas. So, I mean, I've got to assume it'll be near when the race is. So, like November. So it's going to be drivers from F1 golfing alongside professional golfers from the Full Swing series. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. The last time Netflix tried live streaming, it didn't go very well, but...
with the dating thing?
Yeah, and then Chris Rock did it, and that went okay. Did one okay, but I don't know. It'd be kind of... I'm sure like Lando and Carlos Sainz, a bunch of them are really into golf, Alex Albon, so I'm sure they'll enjoy doing that, but I don't know. Is there anyone that you're looking forward to seeing on that? Or like, what do you think of that in general?
That's interesting that Netflix is sort of branching out, like you said. You said who were the drivers that you listed? Because I know we've seen like Carlos and Lando golf together, and then George, Albon, Pierre, I think Leclerc a little bit, maybe.
Probably. I think like Lewis did a video with Tom Brady at a golf course, but I don't know if they actually golfed.
I'm curious what Lewis's golf swing is like.
God, probably not. I can't imagine him being that into golf.
Yeah,
I've never seen Max golf either. But yeah,
he doesn't seem like much of a golfer. The Red Bull team doesn't.
No, I don't think Max has the patience for golf.
No. He's like, how can I win in one hole?
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, he would not be able to wait at the tee box for other people.
Hell no.
No patience. Yeah, and then I guess so. There's that kind of to look forward to. I don't know how many drivers will be in it. If it'll be 4, 8, or like some random number, who knows, and how it'll go, but we'll see. And then they also announced starting immediately, well, not necessarily immediately, but the first one is this weekend. ESPN is doing I think we talked about this a little bit over text message, but like an alternate stream, kind of like they do Manning Cast for NFL. So it's going to be Daniel Ricciardo and Will Arnett. They're doing the Montreal Grand Prix this weekend, the US Grand Prix in October, and the Las Vegas Grand Prix in November. So,
wow, what a duo!
Yeah, I mean, I love Will Arnett, and he's Canadian, which is nice. And then obviously everyone loves Daniel Ricciardo, so it'd also be good for Danny to get to go to Vegas. I'm sure he would have been there anyways, but it'd be nice to see him there doing something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad we actually have an F1 driver doing that, and Daniel's obviously the perfect pick. But there are definitely a lot of celebrities into F1 besides Will Arnett, because I know, God, who was it? I saw a video today of somebody claiming they got Brad Pitt into F1. I cannot remember who it is, but I know like Jason Bateman, like tons of guys, especially Coda is just like such a hub for American celebrities.
Yeah, Vegas will be
even
insane,
more so,
even crazier than Miami. But yeah, the show is called The Grandstand with Daniel Ricciardo and Will Arnett, and apparently they are going to talk to guests and cover the race as it happens. As it happens. So I guess I know you just got ESPN Plus, so I assume you can watch it on there.
Yes.
Are you going to add this to your viewing experience on Sunday? Like, how do you think? Like, how are you
will definitely
juggle
try.
these? I watch it on F1 TV, so I don't know if I'll even be able to watch because we don't have ESPN here. But I'll try. Yeah, but yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't want to risk messing up my main broadcast, so I might try to like also sign in on my phone and see if I can just get a little bit of the live broadcast through there. Otherwise, I might just like watch some highlights because I don't want to risk like skipping or missing something. I don't know. I refuse to pause or do anything once it's going because I mean it's like the 2 hours I get most excited for every single week. So I'm just like trying full focus.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I need to see how they're like planning to do it, because are they showing the race alongside it, or is this like a special broadcast? Like, do we need to watch it in addition? Like, I don't know. I need to look it up.
Yeah, because when they do the Manning Cast, they have the game on the screen, but then they have like kind of like a sidebar that shows the Mannings and their guests talking. So I would imagine it's going to be the same format as that. But I don't know. I also like listening to Crofty, Brundle, whoever the announcers are.
Yes,
So
I love Crofty.
I think maybe it'll be like TV on F1 TV, like the actual race broadcast, and then maybe a laptop on that, or like you said, phone. But I'm sure that all the clips and everything will be all over Twitter. So like, if it goes well, I could see them branching out and doing a lot more of this, whether it's with Danny, Rick, and Will Arnett, or if they mix in other people. But I don't know. I think it's a good enough idea to try.
For sure. It'll definitely give us a sense of Daniel's potential as a future F1 commentator once his racing career has officially come to an end.
Yes, absolutely. 'Cause if he wants to do it, I'm sure the job's there for him.
For sure.
Okay, so we have to clean up a little bit of stuff from the Spanish Grand Prix. Max won again, as is almost inevitable. So you got through the punishment wheel. I have it here. I'll put the video in. I'm just going to record it. Okay, so we got full Spanish GP on F123, first F123, and then you got 2 free passes. Max's favorite food or drink. Can't watch the start of the Canadian Grand Prix. Rebel Chug, mustache shave, and dealer's choice, which means I get to choose whatever I want. Okay.
Shit.
So the video. Alright. Spin Z.
What do we got?
It didn't record. So let me
Oh God.
start again.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh, this is a disaster. I'm gonna have to. Right,
Oh gosh.
Keep it in. Okay, ready? If it landed on, no, I'm not gonna tell you. See if it lands on the same thing. It did. This is weird. This happens every time. Oof. You're not gonna like this one. You can't watch the start of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Okay. I was worried it was going to be the mustache, but
I know. No, I would have been much happier if it was that. That's the one I wanted.
What did we say? The first lap or 2 laps?
We'll do first lap.
Oh shit!
And now you
All
have
right.
a choice of joining live after the first lap or just watching 1 lap behind. Up to you.
I'll probably just turn the broadcast on, and then right before we get started, I'll turn my TV off, and I'll wait for your text to just let me know that I'm in the clear. Damn, that's like the first punishment that's like actually like hit home. Fuck. Yeah. It's more than just drinking a Red Bull or playing the F1 game. This is an actual negative
It was a punishment
outcome.
wheel, so I guess it was only a matter of time till one of them actually hurt.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it could be worse. A real punishment would be like 10 laps or something like that, but that's just crazy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
Damn,
I think at one point we said it was going to be like 5 laps, and then the only way you could follow is through me texting you updates, but that's a lot. We'll just do 1 lap, and then I'll tell you when.
Yeah, what if there's a red flag on the first lap or something?
That'd be great.
Then I just can't watch for like hours. That would suck.
Yeah. Well, another thing
Holy
that's going to really hurt your feelings is the updated standings in our league.
I don't even want to know.
Because in Spain, you only had 38 points. And you were already behind. So that brings your season total to 345, whereas I had 72 points in Spain, bringing my total to 412, which is a gap of 67 points.
Not good. This is... Checo and Ferrari have just failed me so much.
Yes.
Oh, so disappointing.
Yes, they have. Now we'll see if you can slightly redeem yourself before we really get into the Canadian Grand Prix preview. It's the Canadian Grand Prix F1 quiz of the week, which I've already taken, and I've written down my score. I hope that you haven't been cheating back there and secretly taking it, but that's okay. Again, honor system. So, yeah, you're going to go through it, read the question, answer the question, and then I'm going to show my score to the screen that I've written down.
Okay. I gotta try to get my mic into a steady position. I'm sure it's picking all this up. Okay. Cool. Alright, I'm opening the link. I'm still signed in. Okay. First question. And this is the Canadian one? Yeah, this is the one you sent. Okay. Which former F1 driver won the Le Mans 24-hour for Ferrari on the weekend? I'm guessing, okay, so Antonio, Sebastian, Brendan Hartley, Sebastian Bourdois. I'm going to go with Giovinazzi. I think that one was a little bit of a gimme. Yeah, got that one. Okay, who is the last active F1 driver to have won Le Mans? Oh, that's easy. The last active? I don't think Nico Hülkenberg won Le Mans, so yeah, Fernando. Easy, easy, easy.
Nico did win.
He did?
Yeah, that's what it says. Nico Hülkenberg and Johnny Herbert both won Le Mans while racing in F1 at the same time, but Fernando Alonso did it most recently in 2018.
Wow, yeah, I remember reading Fernando Alonso winning. I remember reading about that. I did not know Nico won. Props to him, though. Wow, yeah. That's amazing, actually. Damn. All right, I take that back. I was trashing my own driver. All right, Adrian Newey. Hell yeah, represent. Adrian Newey has revealed he had the chance to move to Ferrari back in 1997 before deciding against it. Which team did he join instead? I'm pretty sure it's not Red Bull. No, it is Red Bull. No. I wish it said what. Because Okay, let me think. I know for a fact he's designed cars for at least 3 different F1 teams. It's just a matter of when he moved to Red Bull. I'm going to say it's not Jaguar. I'm just going to go with fuck it, I'll say Red Bull. Incorrect, I knew it. Newey swapped Williams for McLaren in 1997, helping them to a World Championship double in 1998. See? Should have gone with my gut there. Who won the very first Grand Prix held at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, then known as the Circuit El Notre Dame? I mean, pretty sure it was the man who coined the track name, was it not? Yeah. I feel like I remember them discussing that in one of the years past. Is that how you pronounce his name? Gilles Villeneuve? Gilles Villeneuve?
Yep.
Alright, how am I doing so far?
I think you've got one wrong so far. Question 5.
Which of the following drivers was the only one not to crash at the final corner in the 1999 Canadian Grand Prix? The race that earned the spot. The race that earned the spot its Wall of Champions nickname. Okay. Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, Jacques Villeneuve, Mika Hakkinen, blah. I'm going to say it's not Michael Schumacher just because I feel like that's too obvious. I feel like they stick his name in there because they wanted to throw you off. I just picked Villeneuve, so I'm either going to go with Damon Hill or Mika Hakkinen. I've seen quite a few Damon Hill crashes on the F1, so I'm going to go with Mika Hakkinen. Oh, shit. Was not expecting to get that one right. Let's go. Lewis took his first ever Grand Prix victory in Canada 2007. Who else was on the podium with him that day? Ooh. God, we got Fernando Alonso for 3 of them. Okay, so Fernando Alonso and Nick Heidfeld, Kimi Räikkönen, Alexander Wurz, or Nick Heidfeld and Alexander Wurz. I'm just going to go with one of the Fernando ones because I have no idea. Got it wrong. It was Nick and Alex. Oh, so the one without Fernando. Great.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me.
Damn it. Okay, next. Robert Kubica brilliantly won the 2008 Canadian Grand Prix for BMW Sauber, his only F1 victory, but what strange incident occurred earlier in the race? David Coulthard was running third and on for podium for Red Bull, but ran out of fuel in the last lap. Lewis Hamilton crashed into the back of Kimi Räikkönen's Ferrari in the pit lane. That actually sounds kind of familiar. Felipe Massa left his pit stop too soon and dragged his fuel hose down the end of the pit lane. Okay, that actually also sounds familiar, too. Are these all real incidents? That would be really smart of them to do. Kubica hit his own teammate Nick on the main straight before recovering to win. I don't think that happened. I'm gonna say Lewis. That's right, baby. Yeah, that iconic picture. I knew that sounded familiar. That's actually... Wait a minute. Hamilton failed to spot the red light at the end of the pit lane and hit the back of Kimi Räikkönen's car, taking them both out of the race. God damn. Oh, to be an F1 fan back then. Okay. Jenson Button won the rain-interrupted 2011... I'm going to try to go faster. Canadian Grand Prix after coming from last to overtake Sebastian Vettel on the very last lap. But how many times, including penalties, did Button pass through the pits that day? 5, 7, 6, or 4? I can't imagine. 4 seems too little. Like, that doesn't seem significant enough for it to actually matter, so I'm going to go with 5. Nope. It was 6. God damn. How do you win after pitting 6 times? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's keep going. Which of the following drivers did not take their first F1 career win at the Canadian Grand Prix? Thierry Boutsen, Ricciardo Patrese, Jean Alesi, or Daniel Ricciardo? Daniel Ricciardo. What was his first race win? That feels like it was Canada for some reason. So I'm going to go with Jean Alesi. Nope, it was the other Ricciardo. Rip me. All right, last question, guys. Didier Pironi at the 1980 Canadian Grand Prix, Gerard Berger at the 1990 race, and Sebastian Vettel in 2019. What do all 3 have in common? All 3 crashed on the final lap while leading. All 3 were overtaken. See, this one just give it... I feel like the answer to a previous question gave this one away. I'm going to say all 3 were overtaken on the final lap while leading. Nope. God damn it. See,
this is one I actually remember.
Really? Okay. All 3 finished... Oh, I should have kept reading. God damn it. I remember that because, the picture of him swapping the signs. Yeah, son of a bitch. Okay. That makes sense. And I got... It doesn't tell me. Oh, I can...
Scroll up a bit. Maybe not.
Oh, okay. I got 5 out of 10. Damn, not great. Ouch. My man got 8. Holy shit. Just dealing me all the fucking
Another win for RJ. But a lot of it was Canadian stuff, so...
That's true, yeah.
It's a good week for me to win.
I better get a 100% when it comes to fucking Austin or Vegas.
You better.
Son of a bitch.
All right, so yes, it is the Canadian Grand Prix week, so we'll do a little quick discussion about that, what we think's going to happen and all that stuff. But as always, first the times. Practice 1, Friday at, and these are Eastern Standard Time, 1:30. Practice 2 at 5 o'clock p.m. And then practice 3 Saturday at 12:30, qualifying at 4 o'clock on Saturday. And then the race is at 2 o'clock on Sunday. So a little bit later than we're used to. But, 4 o'clock seems pretty late for qualifying.
It does.
But yeah, that's that. What else we got? Last year, obviously I was there last year, so it was a really, really cool experience for me. What was it last year? Verstappen won, Sainz was second, and then Lewis was third.
Wow.
Yeah, so Lewis was back on the podium there, and then George, and then Charles. But if I remember, Charles started from like way back, and then he finished 5th, so that was good for him. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good race if I remember correctly. I think Alonso there was rain in qualifying. Alonso got second.
Yep.
In
had that crazy box. Lap.
So that was crazy. Got a couple sort of like talking points. I guess the weather first. Friday, sunny to cloudy, 10% chance of rain, 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturday, sunny, 10% chance of rain, 24 Celsius, 75 Fahrenheit. Sunday, sunny to cloudy, 10% chance of rain, 26 degrees Celsius, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. So pretty perfect.
Yes, nice
weather.
Weekend.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about rain delays at least. You never know about
Love it.
red flags or anything like that. And the wildfires and all of that are not affecting that area, so the risk of that affecting things isn't happening. What else to be? Oh, so if Red Bull wins this weekend, it'll be their 100th win in F1. And I think they've only been around for like 15 years or something, so, or at least they've won their first race 15 years ago, something like that. It hasn't been that long, so seems like they're going to kind of get that this week. And then Lance Stroll is looking to become the first Canadian to get a podium in Canada since 1996. So yeah, I guess we can start there. Do you think Red Bull gets their 100th win this week?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. And then do you think Stroll gets a podium?
Hell no.
Okay, so we agree on both of those. Other question, who do you think, not necessarily who do you think is going to finish third place, but which team, after Red Bull obviously, do we think is going to be the best on track this week?
I don't know. I'm judging from Spain. I'm going to say, excluding Red Bull, that Mercedes probably looked the best. But, I mean, Fernando was saying some very strong words after Spain. He was saying that this is the last race this season that one of them won't be on the podium. So maybe they've got some crazy upgrades coming, or maybe he's just that confident in his performance. I don't know. But it's definitely not going to be Ferrari. But I would put my money on Fernando, but I would put as a team with Mercedes for sure.
Interesting. Do you think if I'll get back to my answer in a sec, but do you think if, like, how low in the order would Fernando have to, like, if Fernando was ahead of Lance on the last lap, how low in the order do you think they'd have to be for Fernando to let Lance pass him, since it's Lance's home Grand Prix? Like, obviously, if Fernando was winning the race, he's not going to let Lance pass him. Even second, I don't know. What place do you think he'd have to be in to let that happen?
I think the only way we would see that even be a consideration is if maybe Fernando was running in third and Lance was running in fourth. I think that's the only way that would make sense.
Yeah.
If he wanted to just really give him his... Yeah, probably not, but if he really, really wanted to, if it just worked out to where they're sort of not battling anybody and just sort of stuck in the midfield, then yeah, that could happen. But otherwise, definitely don't see that as a likelihood.
Yeah. No, I agree. And the team, I think, generally Spain is like very well suited to Mercedes. They always do really well there. Canada's not necessarily, although you don't really know with their new car like what tracks do suit it and what tracks don't anymore. But yeah, it seems like Aston Martin sort of just had like an off week in Spain.
Big time.
So I kind of am expecting them to be back as second best. Whether that results in a podium or not, it remains to be seen because there's so many things that could happen. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Ferrari doesn't seem to be in the conversation at the moment, but they could just bounce back. But it doesn't look like they are really, they seem solidified as fourth best. So yeah, it'll be an interesting battle between Mercedes and Aston Martin, at least. Hopefully, if Mercedes is the second best, hopefully they've made a little bit of gains towards Red Bull, but again, that's wishful thinking at this point. So yeah,
with such a short time period, it's going to be tough.
It will be tough. But let's get your podium prediction.
Yeah, I'm thinking Max is definitely going to take it, and then probably Fernando and Lewis. We'll go with that.
Checo's really just, you're going to go saying 3 races in a row for a no Checo. How about does Checo get to Q3?
Does Checo get to Q3 in Canada? I think he has to, right? I mean, he's had 2 really abysmal race weekends back to back. If he fucks it up this time, then, I mean, not only for, Christian and Marco, but I think for his own confidence as well. He's just got to pull it together. And I feel like this track it definitely is going to really suit the Red Bull, especially with the long straight, but there's a couple of turns, and I mean, that seems to be where Sergio struggles the most, is the really whippy, quick turns and corners. So he just has trouble, perfectly nailing the chicanes. I don't know if he's going to be able to cinch that and pull it out this weekend, because I wouldn't. I mean, I think it's Canada. I wouldn't say it's like an easy track, but it's definitely not. But Serge Checo's so weird though, because it seems like he succeeds in the most like technically difficult tracks, which hasn't really been the case, especially with Monaco. But besides that, it has been the case. So he's sort of a loose cannon wild card. So I have no idea, but my confidence in him is not very high.
No, I mean, me neither. But at some point, their car is just... Obviously, Max is on another level, but their car is just so much better than everyone else. Like it's going to be rough for him if he has another week where he's not on the podium at the very least. Max, Fernando, Lewis would be really cool. I think we had that once already this season.
Yeah.
Those three. That'd be cool. I think I'm just going to play it pretty safe this week. My prediction is Max, Checo, Fernando. Obviously, I'm hoping that Lewis can get up there. And who knows? Maybe one of these races. I mean, as easily as Red Bull could win every race this year, I'm still holding out hope every week that it's going to be. This is the week that something's going to happen. So
something crazy.
Because if there is a week where both the Red Bulls have an issue, or even Max has an issue, and Checo's just not on it, it is going to be like a amazing, very fascinating race for first place because the other cars are pretty close. So maybe this will be the week. Somebody
said something very interesting, and I think it definitely changed my perspective on Checo just a little bit, not for the better. I forget where he started exactly in Spain, but he was barely able to climb to P4. He wasn't able to get the podium because he was behind Sainz, right? He couldn't catch Sainz, if I remember correctly, or was it? No, it was George. Yeah, he couldn't get past George.
Yeah, Lewis. It was Max, Lewis, George.
Yeah. Somebody said something to the effect of if Max had started from the same spot Checo had, that he would have easily gotten a podium and probably still won the race.
Yeah.
So it just really shows and I could not agree with that more, Mm-hmm. I think Max is, maybe not even Max, but I think Checo just is not in the same skill level as some of these younger guys who are just at the top of their game. But then, I worry that these shitty cars could be souring these guys' skill. Lando has not been competitive since 2021. Leclerc's had moments, but that car is just completely... Leclerc's confidence has got to be below zero, so I just hope these guys aren't losing their magic. They need some power behind them.
Yeah, that would be nice to see like a little more equal racing, at least between the top two cars. But it's kind of strange. Checo, it's 2 years in a row now that he started out decently. At least it seemed like, maybe he's gonna keep the title fight going with Max. But kind of around Monaco, both 2 years in a row, it sort of... last year he won at Monaco, but then things kind of fell off a little bit after.
Right after.
This year was kind of a little bit before, and then really, really fell apart in Monaco. So, yeah, I don't know. I saw something I was watching. They're doing a preview for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's one of the only times they talk about F1 on all the sports shows in Canada. But they were doing kind of a top 10 F1 drivers if everyone was in equal cars. And they didn't even have Checo in the top 10, which sounds bad, but when you actually go through the people, it makes sense. There are a lot of good drivers. Like, we put a lot of those other guys in that car, they would probably be doing better. He's safe, and he's done really well, I guess.
For sure.
For what his job is, but now he thinks he can actually win, and it seems to bother him that he's not competing with Max. That's got to be tough to realize someone's better than you, but yeah, not ideal. Who would you say who would your top three be if everyone was driving equal cars?
Max is still up there. It's really hard because, if you're weighing experience as well, then Fernando and Lewis are definitely up there. Probably, I think my top 5 skill level would be, I know you asked for 3, but that's too hard. It would be Max, Lewis, Fernando, Leclerc, and honestly, it's probably a tie between George and Lando. Like, I don't like George very much, but he does have pretty good technical skill as far as actual driving capabilities go. I definitely don't doubt in his long future with Mercedes that he'll be fighting for a championship. Whether that's, 2 or 6 years from now, it's probably inevitable from one of those guys.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the Stefano Domenicali, whatever his name is, he came out and said that something along the lines of that they're not going to let F1 be like this again, where one team just gets so far ahead of everyone else. But that they're also not going to put in anything now to stop Red Bull, because that wouldn't be fair. But
sure.
that in the future. But I mean, they can say that. I think they said that before these regulations, that was kind of the point. But if
Make
one
the
team
cars
just
lighter.
does it better, then they do it better. So
exactly, make the cars lighter.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't really know what the solution would be. I think maybe giving points to more than 10, maybe make it 15 drivers or something, so that it gives a little more interest to the midfield. But I mean, that wouldn't really help the things at the top anyways. But
sure.
Or like mandatory 2 stops. I don't know. Something. Yeah, I was going to do a F123 sort of quick review, but I think maybe I'll wait till next week when you've had a chance to play it as well. I guess just first thoughts are that I really like it. I think it's a good improvement on 22, because the handling in 22 was brutal. It was just way too easy to spin out and just almost unplayable with all the glitches and stuff. So far, F123, more game modes. The car feels more like you're driving a go-kart. It's a lot more fun. And yeah, so far no glitches. So I'm enjoying
Excellent.
it. We'll give more of a review next week. But yeah, enjoy the Canadian Grand Prix. Any last words from you?
Yeah, I'm very excited to play F1 2023. We'll be back next weekend, or not next weekend, next week for the Canadian GP recap, and we'll give a full review of F1 2023, because I am going to be playing the shit out of that as soon as I get it. I am so excited. I'm jonesing to play it. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Make sure to, as always, like, subscribe, give us 5-star rating, go on our YouTube page, all that good stuff.
Hell yes.
Yeah, we'll talk to everyone next week.
Peace.